What up, though? I'm gonna give this coffee quick. I'm gonna give it to you black. And when I say what I'm about to say, listen to everything I say, then make a comment. I repeat, listen to everything that I say, and then make a comment. A lot of things has been going back and forth about. I've seen a lot of posts that kind of targets black women as far as us taking responsibility in some of the actions that we have caused or not have caused. And one of the things is when it comes to who we had children by. And I have read a post, and I will, share that post as well. That it was basically saying, you know what, women, you out here picking these dudes, laying up with these dudes. You don't even know their middle name, and you getting pregnant by these dudes that don't care nothing about you, really don't want you, just out here to screw you, and you end up pregnant. And now you want to call, be bitter, and he a deadbeat this, and he a deadbeat that, and deadbeat this. My question was where is the responsibility that you take on for yourself? Since you can't control at no point of your life what another individual do, why not take responsibility for yourself? And I'm not talking about those women that was in these long relationships and you was bamboozled, because that's a whole nother channel. That's a whole nother. But for those, you know exactly who you are. You went got with that man. A, either know he was with somebody else. B, you knew very well that you was a side chick. Or you done got with somebody and just like the post said, you don't know nothing about them. You ain't never met their family, ain't did nothing. Or you know this person for 2-3 weeks, screwed them, and now you pregnant. Or because they fine, got a little bit of money, you willing to deal with some things because you seen all this time you've been knowing dude that he ain't took care of the 3, 4, 5, 6 kids he got by 2, 3, 4 other baby mamas, but you think that your stuff is so sunshine when you throw it up in the air, all of a sudden he's gonna be a perfect daddy. So who fault is that? Start taking responsibility for yourself. We all make mistakes. I did it. I can go on and on about stupid shit that I used to do. I know I did it. But thank God for growth. I did the petty back and forth on Facebook. I ain't got time for that. If that man chooses not to take care of my son, that's on him. I'ma still do what I need to do. But I laid with him. And just when I realized at that point that I didn't want to have no more children by him or any other nigga, I got myself fixed. See, I took responsibility for myself. And even to apologizing to my children for what, I made these mistakes. I picked this man. But I'm going to do what I need to do. And I guess for my sisters out there, if we really start looking at ourselves, trying to figure out what's really wrong, why we really hurting, why we tolerating, maybe go get us some counseling, because in the black community, don't nobody want to go talk to a counselor. But maybe you need to. Maybe you need some time to be by yourself. Because what we are doing is we're breeding bitter, angry, young men and women. And then we get on these boys that grow up that don't like black women. Well, most of them don't like black women because of the mama that they got. And I know I'm going to hit some notes, and I'm not being a coon. I'm being honest, because I know, and if you be honest with yourself, it might not be you, the particular one looking at this video, but you know one. You know one good goddamn well done had 4, 5 kids, ain't never had them. Grandma that had them every day of their life, but still want the praise as a good mother, and still telling their baby daddies how they ain't shit, but they ain't got their kids either. Coffee. We know them. We do. And we're going to stop acting like we don't, but we do. Women, we need to get to the point where we can see ourselves, love ourselves, so we can make choices or decipher out who we need to procreate with or do whatever we need to do with. Some of us need to really start making better decisions for our lives and stop blaming it on other people. Yep, he had the choice to put on a condom, but you had a choice to protect your body. You can't control that man. You can only control you. Period. Period. Point and blank. So ain't no excuse for you to sit up here and keep talking about how he ain't did or who ain't did or who ain't done for you. You take responsibility for yourself. You can't make him do it. Now, you can send him to child support and all that stuff, but you're going to have to let all that bitter stuff go because you knew when your ass got pregnant that you was the side chick or he had 4 or 5 other kids that he was never taking care of. You can't be around a man, be with him for 2 months. He ain't never picked up his kids, talked to the kids, but always want to blame it on the other baby mama. Stop that. For real. Like, stop that. And I think once I did start taking care of or looking at the responsibilities that I had to take on me, even when I was in a messed up relationship, whatever that man did to me, he did it and he was wrong. Damn right, he wrong, and he gonna have his burdens to bear. But he only did the shit because I allowed it. Another coffee. Get it again? He only did the shit because I allowed it. After the first time, I should have said, fuck you, kick rocks, goodbye. But I didn't because I was in love. I was out of fear. I was insecure. I was going through this, that, and the other. But for what all those reasons, for all those things, I still chose to deal with it until I made the decision to not deal with it anymore. And now I don't have that problem because I took responsibility for the decisions that I made. I wasn't putting it off on him. Oh, he broke my heart. He cheated on me. He slept with whoever. Well, if I'm still with him, you allowing it. And long as you allow it, it will be done. Now, I ain't trying to step on nobody's toes. I'm just trying to get us to see ourselves for who we are. And when we see ourselves for who we really are and what we really want, we'll start be making way better decisions for ourselves, especially my black women. I know it's a lot of y'all out here getting y'all thing and it ain't you. And I know somebody probably going to feel some type of way because you want to blame the man. This ain't for them. This is for you because I want all my sisters to be strong from the inside. That means you got to look at that woman in the mirror. Ask yourself what am I doing? Are you doing this because you need love? Are you doing this because all your girlfriends got dudes and they got babies or whatever the case may be? Or you just won't be part of the fad? You need to ask yourself these real questions. And you won't find yourself in these predicaments and raising these kids in these situations when the situation you knew what it was from jump. It's time for you to take responsibilities, ladies. And stop having these babies. Still, I cannot believe we still doing this in 2018. Ain't no baby gonna keep no Negro. Period. That don't matter what color you is, to the white woman, to the Mexican woman, to whoever else, because I'm not shunning nobody from my YouTube channel. Whatever woman, stop having these babies to keep these men because that's not happening. Because they had already figured out they don't have to be with you to be a father or not to be a father. And because a lot of them only fathers because they live in a house. Coffee. But anyway, nevertheless, my point is, stop doing that. We're going into 2019. When you want to have babies, you start having babies because you want a family, because you in love. And you and your partner, whoever that is, woman, man, whatever, because, I'm not putting no limitations. You and your partner that you want to spend the rest of your life with, that you want to build something, that see you as the queen that you are, that respects you, that invests in you, that pray for you, that wants happiness for you, that gives you more laughs than he do tears. All that stuff is when you want to bring in a child. Not to just hop up and get pregnant, because pregnancy is hard because everybody, baby, ain't born perfect. And ain't no point in bringing that stroke on to a certain human being just because we feel low about ourselves, or we going through something with ourselves, or we just trying to be a part of the fad, or you just trying to trap a nigga, or all these other unnecessary reasons that we keep doing this, but then want to blame it on that man. No, honey, that's your coochie. Only you could have give your coochie to him. Period. Can't nobody else come get that. You had to give it to him. So if you already knew he was sleeping with Stacy, Tamika, Jennifer, and Monica, and you thought that you was wanting to be a part of it too, oops, you done it again. Blame yourself. You knew he wasn't taking care of the other kids. Well, that's my coffee for the day. I hope I ain't step on nobody's toes. If I did, I'm sorry. It was the truth. It was the truth. And I hope to see y'all soon. And once again, this is Coffee with Mrs. Crawford.